Tonight, from Brooklyn, New York, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
A loss of 8 yards.
Someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Well, look at the numbers for Parker in last week's game. 17 carries, 54. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A loss of 9.
That was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Adams throwing on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Adams. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Adams uncorks one for Davis. This is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
gain of
12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Then he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough,
and it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 5.
On second down now, it's Parker, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
3-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
On third down, it's Parker, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 7.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards on the ground. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
On second down, it's Parker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Browns 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Nice take over first and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And So he didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Adams now on 1st down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Adams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Browns.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 41-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Cleveland.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 3rd down, Parker. And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And this offense is running away with this one.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
18-yard line.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 28-yard line.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
So So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's Adams. On 1st and 10, uncorks one for Davis, and it's caught. Touchdown. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Parker, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
It's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 7 yards.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
3-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 97 yards. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Parker. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 9 yards.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
10-yard loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Throwing again. Adams eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Browns' drive about to get started, and with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the gun, Adams.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Adams to throw again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Adams to throw. Throwing on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! A big play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. Now that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Parker.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They go play action here on 1st down. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
First and goal at the
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Browns first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup.
A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 20-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6. At the 29-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
15 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
13 yards.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Brooklyn, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank